Greetings. Greetings and hello. It me, it Chris. Playing Against the Storms again, because I love this game. Anyway, starting a brand new cycle. We're going to be dropping on the, what is it called? The Gathering Storm? Yes, the Gathering Storm. The storm perpetually lasts longer. That should be fun. I'm still a little nervous about climbing the prestige ladder given how close some of my games have been. Though it could work. Maybe I'll bump up to Prestige 2 today and see how it goes. Yeah. Starting just a brand new cycle. Gonna be in the Royal Woodlands again. Should be at least a relatively easy going time. We'll start with extra parts. Not a lot of food, which is a bit worrisome, but hopefully we'll find some fertile ground and start planting some veggies. Gonna be starting off with 11 people, which is a fairly comfy number. Wouldn't mind more, but it's a little hard to get more. And I had 2 points left over, so I figured why allow myself to even vaguely risk getting locked out of bricks. So I'm starting with some clay. And yeah, let's go ahead and send it. Recently unlocked the workshop. Easily my favorite building to start the game with. So I'm crossing fingers I find it in my first 3 blueprints, or just my first blueprint. That would be perfect. Could I just start every game with the workshop? That'd be lovely. Anyway, let's see. Gain 30 insects for each discovered glade. That's quite a bit of food, actually. It would behoove me to pop glades during drizzle, just for that. Fog, people are much slower unless they have housing. Fair. Gathering speed is reduced massively during the storm. Sacrifices burn off quicker. That can be a little dangerous, but hopefully we won't worry about it. And finally, alluring lights. If you don't have 2 services, people start dying at hostility 7. So my solution to that is don't hit hostility 7. Anyway, let's see what we're starting with. Uh, mm, I mean, there's something to be said about starting with the herb garden. It's not a lot to be said about starting with the herb garden. I think I'd rather the leather worker. 2-star fabric, water skins could maybe help us into pickled goods. There's some good stuff to say about it. The workshop just dropped. Even though the lumber mill is right there, being like, hey man, did you know that 3-star planks are frickin' sweet? And I'm like, yes, they are frickin' sweet. I would love 3-star planks, but I would also love 2-star bricks along with that. So I'm gonna click on the workshop and we're gonna call that good. Oh, and then the weaver shows up. It's like, you should have clicked on the lumber mill, then you would have had 3-star everything. So no, I would still need the bricks. It was a good play. What do I want out of these is a good question. I mean, nobody eats jerky currently, so I probably don't want that. The smithy wouldn't be insane to pick up. It is a little ambitious without any way of smelting copper yet. But everything I pick up from this pack is kind of ambitious. I don't need 3-star fabric, that's like way overkill. Don't need jerky, the pottery and incense are kind of meh at that level. Scribe, like, is okay. It's definitely fine. Scrolls and ale come up a lot in orders, and having the option to make even crappy tools is really nice. I, eh, 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 eh. Could use use my one free reroll on this. Might not be a terrible idea either. Maybe find something that gives me flour. I am planning on making biscuits, so... Well, there you have it. Alright. Good rolls! Yeah, so we're gonna put down some woodcutter camps real quick. Make sure they're a top priority, and I want this cleared out for the workshop. Tout sweet. Actually, do we have the building materials for the workshop? We do not. We need fabric. So I guess I'll be making the crude workstation and making precisely 4 fabric in it at some point. I also have some mushrooms. We might get harpies, so I'm not eager to get people on that immediately. Hopefully we get orders to open glades early. I do prefer to get that. Also, I should look around for where the closest... Wow, all the way over there? Jeesh. That's a distance for the closest fertile ground, that's for sure. But, yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm not moving until this tree is dead. There we go. Alright. Cornerstone, what do we get? Huh. This is all questionable. I'm not planning, we don't have any rain punk going. Driving water can be very nice, but certainly not as a first cornerstone. Filling dish is just like vaguely okay, but again, no water. Firekeeper armor, also not that useful right now. It gets useful like around level 10 when the blight starts hitting way harder, but before then I don't really see the need for Firekeeper armor. Is grain delivery line good enough? I can't turn it into porridge without water. This all requires me to be in Rainpunk already. It's year 1. Let's go for something else. I do like me a clay delivery line to start out with. There's a reason I started with a whole bunch of extra clays to make sure I don't get brick locked. Meat specialization could be an option as well. Biscuit diet is, I like it to a point. Stormwalker training also not bad, but it's a little early for that. I would love to, if I had a ranch, I'd probably take meat specialization over anything else, but we don't, so I won't. The end. We have nothing to turn into fabric right now, so I guess we'll just get started on collecting clay with our spare people. Don't want to leave them too idle for too long. 33 wood, is that like enough for 3? I mean, it's enough for 3 shelters. It's not the craziest idea to open up an order. Ooh, hurried expedition, eh? Gosh, the apothecary would be nice. Complete a dangerous or forbidden glade, huh? Like, I know it doesn't look like it's super duper far, but all of the dangerous glades are kind of super duper far. Like, I can't get to this one. This one would take quite a bit of chopping. This one, like, I guess it would take less, but still quite a bit. I mean, if I'm going to expand out this way to get to that fertile ground, I guess getting this one early would be okay. But it's really super duper questionable completing the Dangerous Glade event, because it could just be something I can't handle the end. Hello, MZ. Yep, it's another Against the Storm. This is risky. This is very risky. So when I see a risky thing, my question is, do I care if I lose the other things? Losing a reputation point obviously sucks, but we can suck it up. Finding an expedition is not easy to do, at least right now, unless we get like lizards, in which case it's free. Clearing glades, easier to do. Like, losing out on the parts will suck, but that's like maybe acceptable. Let's try it. Joyful beavers. That sure does feel impossible. I mean, like, I could get 16, like, no, there's no way I could get 4 beaver houses down to get them up to 16. Upgrade the hearth, and then favor them to get to 22 in 7 minutes. Like, we don't even have the workshop built, so getting that many planks is just, like, that's impossible. I can't. The end. We click on TikTok. And then we click on 3 packs, I guess? +1 to grain and fabric will certainly be nice. This will be hard to get going, for sure. Now I kind of wish I'd clicked on the grain delivery line for the crop packs, but oh well. I wasn't a mind reader. Alright, let's get everybody chopping into the glade as quickly as possible. Are you in range? You're not in range enough for my tastes. Alright, that should be enough. Alright. Hopefully, 6 beavers chopping through that forest will go quickly. Once they pick up a couple of plant fibers, we can start making fabric, and we'll get our workshop down. And then we can like actually start like doing stuff. That'd be cool. I certainly would like building things. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da. Still only 2 plant fiber, huh? Alright. I know it's only 10%. I'm not complaining too much. Alright, what do we got? The Leaking Cauldron. Well, I would love to fix it for more fertile ground. I could use parts for it, but it's basically impossible to get containers right now. I do have a leather worker, but I would need leather. So that's a bit of a rough part. Found a cellar though. That's interesting. I would love to have a cellar. And also a patch of fertile ground, which is very sweet. That must mean this fertile soil is really close to the edge here. Good to know. But anyway, good news, we can just burn this down immediately and get a hurried expedition done, which will be fantastic. Yeah. That'll just be what we do. Uses a bunch of our initial coal, but, oh well. We have 6 beavers on 2 woodcutter camps. We're not going to want for fuel in the Royal Woodlands. If we are, I would be shocked. Also should note there's a flax field out here. Given that I'm waiting around for plant fibers, mayhap it's not a terrible idea to pull people off the Stonecutter's camp and get them working on that. I have started with a lot of initial clay, so I don't really need to. I was just putting them here to have them do something instead of sitting around picking their noses or whatever. So, yeah, let's get them getting flax so we can get some fabric. Because we still have none. And I would like some. Should also give some consideration to moving the woodcutter camps again, because I do need this area and this area cleared out. I would love this line cleared out for a road, because we definitely need a road out to here. Come to think of it, this also would be a good road to clear out, so maybe that woodcutter's fine where it is, as it turns out. Congratulations, you get to stay where you are. I'm so happy for you. That was an impatience tick. Alright. You get collecting flax. Oh, we finally have enough plant fibers to get some fabric. Took long enough, goodness me. Food production is massively slowed down right now, but I don't think we have any. So like, I could just pull one of these guys off. It'll get done in time no matter what. Unless something truly out of the blue happens. So I think just, you know, leaving a human on that, having somebody else build. So it's not a bad plan. I've certainly had worse plans. Alright, we'll force that delivery. When he gets 4, we'll basically just immediately cancel all fabric production there. The storm is hit. The beavers might be a scooch upset. Yeah, they are a scooch upset. It's probably fine. There's a very good chance it'll be fine. I might honestly just, like, I don't want to cut woodcutters right now. I definitely don't want to cut woodcutters right now. So I'm probably just gonna either wait for it to become a real problem or burn some wood. Alright, you have finished your fabric. Go help build the workshop. Oh, I forgot about the fog. Gosh. Gosh, that is slowing things down a massive amount, isn't it? Maybe it's worth cutting woodcutters just to clear the fog. Feels a little excessive right now. But maybe it's fine? Maybe. Maybe it's fine. This is the Royal Woodlands, so I can keep around a massive amount of planks if I care to. Could keep around like a bunch of bricks too. We got plenty of that stuff. I don't mind that. Basically, definitely want 2 people on that though, if I can manage. Don't really need anything built right now. I just need the materials, so I guess it's fine. I didn't forget to build shelters. I have a very bad habit, Whimsy, of only building the nice houses because I don't want to tear down the shelters. Anyway, herd expedition is done. That's great. This will bump me up a hostility level if I click on it. So maybe I don't. But then again, I kind of need to... kind of at the point where I need to halt stuff anyway, so maybe this is fine. Huh. Well, I just got an apothecary to get me, biscuits. Pie wouldn't be crazy. Be sort of hoping, like, harpies or lizards showed up, which is, you know, fairly good chance that happens. There's something to be said about a plantation, too. It does grow stuff I can turn into biscuits, which is very appealing to me. Plus, it's 2-star raw food, which is very strong. And starting out with raw food is usually something I like to do. This cellar is just in the worst spot. Oh my god. It's not crazy to point the plantation towards it. Just don't like it. That'll do. That'll do. That will just do, I guess. Anyway. This is full up, which is great. Wouldn't mind a road coming out to here. Help the flax pickers along. Then we'll get to work on nice housing, I think. The road sections are cleared out, so I think this guy can just go up here, start clearing this out. We'll get the human houses put there. Be lovely. Small farm and plantation really awesome. Heck yes it is. Easily my favorite combo. Speaking of things I should be looking at though, I should get a human on that as soon as I can. And speak of the devil. Alright, we have foxes. The one race that doesn't like pie, so I get to post hoc justify my refusal of taking the brick oven as just the correct play. Go me, totally intentional. Let's bring these guys in. I'll worry about the beavers being upset later. Well, let's get 2 humans on the plantation. Man, it is very rare I get a year 1 harvest, year 2 harvest. That feels pretty good. I'm pretty sure that we'll be fine in terms of resolve. I can just favor swap a bit. So let's get woodcutters back to work. Even with the massive slowdown, I think it's worth it. We do not need like 7 idle people building roads. I think that might be a bit overkill. It's all good there. start making biscuits like really soon. I would certainly enjoy that. Yeah. Slap the apothecary down here. Looks good to me. Grain mill, put that down. It's gonna be a while before they're actually useful, but oh well. Dun, dun, dun. Clearing these out. Gonna put down a human house soonish. Just one more charge. One more charge. Come on now. There we go. Shall need more, of course, but we have the beginnings of a nice looking town, which is basically all I want. Also, I should note, we don't have harpies, so now I can guilt-free collect these mushrooms. Orders. I mean, like, maybe? I don't feel particularly set up to do more orders, granted. Anyway, resolve swapping got us through the storm, which is nice. Nice and easy. Good stuff here. Really good stuff. I very rarely feel like I need extra wood production on the Royal Woodlands, so I'm probably not going to do that. Urban planning is like nice, but a lot better when you can upgrade houses. Rebellious Spirit also pretty nice, just some free resolve when you need it. Overindulgent Workers is great though. With foxes and beavers, I'll definitely want to dip into pickled goods, so getting free barrels sounds amazing to me. So let's pick that up. Alright. Let's get the woodcutters full up again. Leaves us with one builder, which is exactly where I like it. This can just go now. Thank you for your 4 fabric. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten or whatever. What do we find here? Small encampment. Do I just bring these guys in? It is early. I wouldn't mind the extra manpower, that's for sure. Could also just get 10 amber, which is quite tempting as well. I do like buying things from the shop. But I don't think I would mind getting new people in, actually. There is a lot that needs doing. Alright. So far, so good. Now we just, basically chop towards this dangerous glade, get TikTok done, and, that'll be that. Just, fast forward, I guess. Poor human having to clear out this leaking cauldron. There's so much stuff. Cellar would be awfully nice to make pickled goods out of too, which is again another reason I'm bringing in more people, because we could use the manpower, or the fox power, or the beaver power. We could use all of it. You guys are delivering wood. I think getting you over here is fine. Clear this area out. May bring in the other woodcutter to help out with that at some point, once I have enough space around the warehouse that I feel comfortable building all the stuff I need to. Yes, and now we have extra people. Good. Good, good. May as well get someone on the mushrooms. We don't have fantastic food income right now, but we have some pretty good ones. This is still lowest priority because I don't need to like super duper make efficient use of that place. Alright. And now the question is, do I feel comfortable making the 15 packs? Almost certainly not. Could spend some of this copper ore I'm not doing anything with on packs. I could use the bricks, though, because I think everything that needs bricks, they're already allocated towards it. So if I just stuffed copper ore and bricks, that would get us there. Can shove bugs and berries in here to get us there. And for the crops, I mean, we are getting mushrooms. Where the heck did I get 5 grain from? That's weird. Either way, I think this is like fine to do. I think I'm okay with this. We'll get working on that. Just make sure planks are turned off because, oh boy, do we ever need those. Yeah. In fact, I should make planks a priority because I'm pretty sure all the fabric and bricks we need are already allocated, so we don't have to worry about it. Would be lovely if we got the shelter up and upgrade the hearth before the storm went. That would be a huge help. Also need to give some consideration to rebuilding the cellar, but we're very busy. I have a lot for my people to do. Might not do to overload them too much. Any more than they already are. But there we go. Upgraded hearth. That should get us through the storm in some manner. Probably have to cut woodcutters down to get below hostility level 2, but that's fine. Newcomers are also arriving. Bringing them in is questionable. Yeah. 4 times 6 is 24. Like, we would come short of hitting hostility 3. Right now we're mostly just stymied on building materials. And, like, I could just build another workshop. That would be a good use of all those extra people. Would be a good use of all those extra people. It would get us going faster, which is important. Is that a good idea, though? I don't know. Maybe? It might be okay. I do tend to find on games where I have just a workshop that it tends to get really overloaded. And I'm usually pretty happy to get it going. Do you have any bricks you're making? No. Nuts. We do need some for that now. Could salvage them from the apothecary. I am a wee bit off of being able to make biscuits. So maybe I spare the bricks for the workshop. Yeah, okay. This is okay, probably. This is almost certainly not going to kill me. Almost certainly. Alright. Hostility 2 is predictably too high for us to handle right now. But oh well. Could I grab some planks from somewhere? Could just force that delivery, yeah. Wouldn't mind the other plantation getting up, but well, we're getting enough berries to see us through for a while. Our foxes are upset. Our beavers will be too very soon. I mean, it's almost certainly better to reduce the number of woodcutters I have instead of, like, burning stuff. Unless I had a temple, that might change the math a little. But I don't. And I'm not willing to bank on getting a temple to be like, oh, well, the sacrifices are really just building for hostility reduction later. Nah, I'm not. I'm good. I'm not about that. Okay. No longer need bricks as much. Let's get you... Actually, beavers? Yeah, we only need 4, so yeah. You two will be fine in the workshop. Get to making planks. Many, many planks. These two are basically exclusively working on planks, which is exactly what we need. Until I find some crystallized dew, the foxes are going to have to go without nice housing, which is a shame for them, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. I could favor the foxes and get a little more wood cutting done. That's more tempting than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe I want to sacrifice just so I clear cut more. What a weird feeling that is. But it does feel like the correct play, because I do need to get into this dangerous glade sooner rather than later. I guess I have enough. I guess I have enough space around the warehouse for now. I don't really need it to be cleared out yet. Leatherworker is not going to be useful quite yet, not until we find a source of leather somewhere. Rain mill's not really needed. I should be making building materials in there, to be fair, but feh. There's lots of things I could be doing that are smarter. Yeah, I think I just fast forward from here. Gosh, maybe I just have multiple people working on planks. It's that ridiculous right now how many planks we need. Alright. Year 3. Some good stuff here. I don't have any herb production, nor is it a gatherings bit. So I probably am not going to go into a leftover crops, as nice as it can be. If I had a greenhouse, this is a great pick if you have a greenhouse, but I haven't unlocked that yet. Bed and breakfast? That certainly would light a fire under my butt and be like, hey, why haven't you built a frickin' trading post yet? Root delivery line also kind of nice. You can turn the roots into biscuits, and so that would be helpful. But I think we're gonna be pretty good on food with too fertile soil humans and stuff like that. So I think that's probably okay. Let's queue up the trading post, get going. This is starting to get silly, so I think I'll open an order or two. Workshop, huh? Boy, I kind of wish I'd opened that sooner. Do I need the supplier? Not even a little, actually. Everything it does is done equally or better in other buildings, so normally I love the supplier as a first pick, but it's become obsolete, which is weird. So we'll just click on workshop. We will now stop planks being the only thing we make, because now we need 20 of these. But still, nice to see. We have a farms. A human influx is very tempting. Certainly more tempting than gambling on finding 3 tablets out of God knows where. Or spending a cornerstone on it. As much as I do love me some export specialization. I think the grain's fine. Just click on trailblazing? Probably. I would love to get the glades before I open too many more, and +3 pickled goods certainly appeals. So does all that crystallize do. To finally have a kiln, or get ruins. Gosh. Neither of these are particularly for sure. Finding ruins, well, I mean, I do have the cellar right now. Scout's Pack is stronger than it's given credit for usually. This basically has the amount of trips you have to take back and forth from the event to the warehouse, and that can save you a lot of trouble. So ruins is actually stronger than I think here, I think. I have 2-star brick production. I don't need +1 to bricks as nice as it would be. And while the kiln would certainly be helpful, I might skip over it for something slightly more critical. Yeah, we can get 1 of 3 on the ruins. Why not? Alright. That was pretty good. We got some direction, if nothing else. And yeah, it makes me all the more eager to get in there. Trade house going down. It's Zorg. Hello, Zorg. Ooh. I do love me obsidian sickles a lot. Usually, any food waste I have comes from it not being harvested in time from the fields. So harvesting crops faster is very strong. Generous donations, like, there's something to be said about it, but it's a little too expensive right now. Could just sell a bunch of my resin. Granted, it's not doing anything for me right now. Could, like, turn into something later. Notably crystallized do. I also probably want to keep 30 just in case this dangerous event needs it. But I can sell off 18 without feeling bad about it, so I think I will pick up the obsidian sickles, call it fine. Seems okay. I don't want building material packs to be made here anymore, I think. Because I'm pretty sure we're about to have the rain mill made. And I would highly prefer it to be used in the rain mill to save us a bit of the old materials. And it should be built relatively quickly. Just needs planks, like everything else in the universe here. Zorg's leaving. Goodbye, Zorg. What's this thing? Alright, I have a beaver on the hearth. That's fine. I kind of want some initial impatience just to, you know, just to lower the hostility a touch. Granted, I also wouldn't mind just lowering the hostility a touch by putting a fox on it. That also works. But yeah, we'll call that fine. Let's prioritize the rain mill as well. Probably gonna wait till next year to open this glade. I would really prefer opening it during drizzle where we get more bugs from it. So that's what I'll do. The end. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. You are delivering. Good enough. You can go up here. We're low on fuel. That's surprising to hear. No, we're low on food. Right. Well, whatever. We're going to get a nice big crop of berries out. That should handle it. We're about to stop putting things into crop packs, so that will be helpful. You can work on the building materials. We'll have that done very soon, which will be lovely. You can just eject all of this and get that food back into general storage, where it belongs. Yeah. I do still want lots of provision packs, because I will want to dip into trading at some point. Speaking of which, is there a good deal? This is a pretty good deal on fabric, not gonna lie. It does slow down my workshop order for just 2 money. But it's such a good deal. It's such a good price for it. It's really hard not to just say yes. Yeah. Turns out it's really hard not to say yes there. What do you know? It's fine. We have 2 workshops going. We should recover our building materials rather quickly, I would assume. And right now things are kind of cruising. We can start making pickled goods once we get... Well, we can start making them now, actually. Probably want to, then. Huh. Yeah. That is why I picked, over diligent workers, is for that exact reason. So we would have something to use to make pickled goods. Seems fine to me. I am down to 1 builder again. More people wouldn't be insane. Ill-advised maybe, but not insane. Alright, since we're not going to dip below 3 with a fox, we will swap out the firekeeper with a human now. And yeah. That's what we're gonna do. I feel like having way more overflow housing is just a smart plan, so I'm going to just do that. Get someone else making pickled goods in the cellar, that should be fine. Would love to make a faster road to the warehouse here for sure. Though, honestly at this rate, I might like throw down a small hearth like around here and put down another warehouse, since it'll be in between 2 farms, which generally is a good spot for an extra warehouse. How you doing in here, buddy? All done with that? Excellent. I mean, nothing prevents us from starting to make flour. It's just we don't have any, like, flour things that anything could be turned into flour. Not quite yet, except for the mushrooms. Yeah, it's not crazy. You can put the apothecary back down and start making biscuits, which would be fantastic. Cap it at 60, that should be more than enough. Yeah. Yeah, I'll turn in 3 packs, no reason not to. Anything else I need now? I mean, I need 15 packs of provisions. I could get working on that, but food's a little tight to be shoving things pointlessly into packs and making them inedible for reasons. Gosh. That beanery's looking nice. So's that clothier, though, to be fair. I do want some coats to make the beavers and humans happy. 3-star porridge and crystallized dew is very, very tempting. Very tempting. But I don't have a geyser yet. Actually, come to think of it, I have foxes. Where is the nearest geyser? Over here, with some drizzle water. I mean, that's not exactly hard to get to. Does that mean I want the beanery? I'm not sure. Certainly, drizzle water would help us with the food production, especially with the beanery. Do I need to go that hard? I mean, the crystallized dew alone is a good idea. It'd also be a place I could build pickled goods, like, way, way closer to the warehouse. I do love the cloth here, though. Gosh. It's hard. This game's hard. It has hard choices. And it's definitely not because I'm waffle between choices and can't make a decision to save my life. Definitely not that. Instead, we're gonna just build the beanery here. This will be a great place for all of this. We're very happy to shove whatever we can into pickles. Porridge can be capped at 40, that's fine. And we can use the resin in crystallized dew and start making fox houses at some point. But that is all dependent on getting into this glade soonish. You know, faster than the heat death of the universe, ideally, which is usually the pace I play at. Just clear that out. It should be fine. These guys will get close to the dangerous glade and will be well prepped to pop that at the start of Drizzle 4. And I think that's all I really super duper need to do. Yeah, I would like to... I'm still kind of delaying putting people in the Stonecutters camp just so I could get extra extra copper ore to make roads with. Because I think the roadways, especially to the farm, pay for themselves. And without copper smelting, what do I need copper ore for? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're still so short on planks, it's hilarious. But people should be housed pretty soon. 3 builders is a pretty healthy amount. As soon as the planks get delivered, it should be enough. In fact, on that note, that does tempt me to put someone on the warehouse, but then they'll be putting our limited food into the makeshift post. Excuse me. Had to sneeze there, so I muted. I'm so sniffly. The storm is here. Probably gonna have to halt woodcutting, but probably not for a second or two at least. Let's upgrade the hearth so we can get us some production speed, which will be lovely. Let's see if I can't resolve juggle a little. See how much clear cutting I can get done during the storm without having to sacrifice too much. So I do need the space quite a bit. Alright, now I stop fast forwarding because we're in a wee bit of a struggle. How much fuel am I sitting on? 250? That is a lot of wood. Ooh, hey! They got pickled goods. They're happy. Heck yeah! Oh, and we can set them to making biscuits now. Oh my goodness. Everything's turning up, Chris. Everyone's housed. They're all happy schmappy. Excellent. Good timing. I could even get away with not sacking wood now, too, which is surprising and great. Yeah, things are cruising. I like that. We got... We very nicely have 2 glades set up to be popped during the next drizzle. We're gonna get a bunch of food from that, which will shore us up very nicely. And then we'll get a small farm going on this fertile ground. And then we'll have infinity grain, which will be lovely. Huh. I mean, I am sitting on a cellar, so sure does seem like dipping into winemaking is a natural thing to do here. Certainly are well set up for it too. So I'm pretty happy with that. Fast forward a bit. Alright. Alright. Storm's about to end, so let's go ahead and tap these glades open. I do love me free money. It's very hard to argue against free money. It's another leaking cauldron. That's a surprise. It's a lot more doable to fix it this time, which is very tempting, But also tempting is this +2 to grain production, which means my small farm will be producing 9 instead of 6, which sounds real nice. It sounds like a thing I want. A thing I want quite a bit, actually. So I think we're gonna burn it down with planks. Ooh, that's expensive in terms of planks, but it's not like we can't produce planks fast enough. Yeah, it's probably just getting burned down, huh? Alright. So it shall be. Want this fox out of there because we want to have him work on the cauldron. Some more food, more people too. This is almost certainly send to the Citadel territory, I think. I have a lot of people now. We're being very efficient with our time. Well, you know, we're being more efficient with our time than usual, so I don't need that many more. This looks like an okay spot for the hearth too. Again, I want to have a nice warehouse between these two so the farmers do not have to walk as far to get their rest. Seems okay. I don't hate it. And that can be enough for me. And to that end, I guess the warehouse would drop down like here. Somewhere like that. It's an okay middle ground. It's an okay middle ground. Anyway, Velise is here. Hello, Velise. Gosh, you've got some tempting stuff, don't you? Gosh, love all this. But what do I love more? I mean, I am gonna make pickled goods for the rest of eternity on this game, so pickled jars does seem like a great idea. The extra fabric production is merely a convenience, because coats don't take that much fabric, and we get plenty of flax from the woodlands in general. Secret technique of the Firekeeper is always nice. I'll never say no to it, but I think I want better pickled goods. That just sounds like a good idea. To wit, let's get it going in there. You guys stop pickled good production here. We'll leave one person in there for deliveries. And then we put... I would love to put more foxes in here, but I kinda need them for this. So we're gonna not. I think we'll have to pull people off of the workshop soon, just because we have too many people working on building materials. Simple as that. That won't pop it, right? Right. Good. That should get most of it, and this should get the rest of it. Yeah. That's a good place. Happy with that place. You're done. Excellent. We will want to make wine at some point, but probably gonna save that for when I can, like, consume it instead of just having it sit around in storage being useless. Seems okay. Seems like an okay thing to plan for. And this, yeah, you're just gonna work on that. Once this small encampments done. In fact, maybe I should get the this other fox on it just to speed things up. Good, 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 good. This is all very good. Let's get you over here to help clear out our hearth space. Put some construction tape around here. Future site of our second hearth. Please enjoy the beautiful scenery while it lasts. There we go. That's all done. How are we doing on planks? We've got enough. Then let's go ahead and start. Just more? We could handle it, certainly. Wouldn't mind 4 extra builders right now, either. Okay. They're all housed. Not nice housing, but they are housed. Yeah. Basically just gonna... you know, just wait around for them to build stuff. Yeah, once these 2 areas for the small farms are cleared out, I will very happily focus on clearing out this area. This is okay, this is okay, I mean it's both fine. How close until this flax field's tapped? Pretty close. I think I can count on placing it here, and I'll be pretty happy with it. Well, I'll be vaguely happy with it. It's a little off in terms of my roads, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. I mean, I could, but trying not to. Actually, I do have the foxes already in the cauldron, so there's no reason not to replace these guys with happier workers. Oh god, right, the 90% reduction in food processing. I forgot. It was like, why are my pickled goods taking an entire year to produce? There's a reason. Thank God it doesn't affect harvesting speed. Harvester's camp is done. You're done. So I guess we'll just throw you over here where the useless camps are. Freaking useless camp. Ugh. Could collect these roots, I guess. Don't feel the need to. Could get this. Might want to put down a camp for this meat. And now we have drizzle water, which is excellent. This allows us to actually make porridge. Crazy. It's artisanal kimchi. That's why it's taking a while. Okay, that's fair. We understand. Still, the berries should tide us over for a while. I'm a little worried about hostility for this particular storm, but we should be able to muscle through it with enough wood and people. How's this going, by the way? Slowly? Fair enough. almost done with the workshop. In fact, we are done with the workshop. Gonna sneeze. Excuse me. It's probably fine. Just turn that in. The advanced saw blades will actually be very helpful, I suspect. I guess that sorta does it. Gonna go slowly through this storm because I'm very worried about my resolve. For good reason. Want to get as much clear cutting done as I can for the moment. But we will soon have to either sack or cut woodcutters. For surezies. But for now, we let it roll. Is there a human not being optimized? I guess this guy in the beanery, huh? Yeah, sure seems like a good idea to swap him out, huh? Is this tree dead yet? Hurry up and murder the tree. We hate them here. Alright. People are starting to freak out. What's one sacrifice do? It doesn't quite get us there, unfortunately. Granted, if I, like, piped up the beanery, it might. I do want to pipe up the beanery. Yeah, that actually just gets us there. Okay, cool. This does, however, mean we are now officially using rainwater. Which means I would like to put down a blight post soon. Hey, TikTok's done. Sick. This will bump me up a hostility level, won't it? Sure will. Guess I won't be clicking that for a second, huh? Or I could put a fox on there and click it, and that's okay. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. Sounds good. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, this is some good stuff. Wow. Gosh. Gosh, this is good. Probably ranch? I have a leather worker, and that gives us a much more consistent way of making stuff for pickled goods. And given that we're probably going to dip into wine and ale as well, I'll probably need the containers from the ranch. That would be very sweet. Smelter also very nice. We're gonna get plenty of copper ore from the clay pits, but I do kind of prefer them as roads right now. And it's not like we're looking particularly bullish on having tools. So I think ranch is good. I think I'll be very happy clicking on ranch. I'm just slapping it right down there. Definitely want to make the leather worker now, because we have need of it. Here's fine? Yeah, why not? Ranch is down, that's everything. Yeah, good. Good. Man, this game is going really swimmingly. We'll even get the new hearth down soon. Oh my god. That'll be great. In fact, let's make sure we get the hearth down as soon as possible. And direct them towards that. Oh man, now that the 90% slowdown is done, whoo boy, is our food production ever taking off. That's really nice to see. We don't even need to put on the happy juice, because everybody has complex food now and they're super stoked. Ah, it's so nice. Would love some provisions too. So let's get that going and get some trading going as well. Final order? I mean, I'm pretty well set up for anything at this point, so I'm pretty okay with popping this. Gambling on tablets doesn't sound great. High value trade routes is like fine. 17 amber is a lot, but also probably doable. I don't really care about routes when discovering a glade either. And by the time I get 6 ancient tablets, I'll probably stop popping glades. So probably just the trade routes. I'm not exactly like stoked by the rewards, but they are rewards that I can have, so I guess I'll just take them. One thing about the Gathering Storm debuff, it's so nice, honestly. I just feel like I have so much more time during every year. This is also probably because I'm playing on Prestige 2, where the storm time is doubled. Gosh, maybe I should just keep playing on Prestige 2, because I really like having this much time during the storm, just in general. You get so much more done before you get the next tick of the yearly hostility. It's just so nice. Hey, the fox houses are finally going down, my god. They got around to making crystallized dew in the beanery. I actually want you down here to chop these woods, because I could use the space around the warehouse. Cool. And now I think I could just slap the hearth down. That'll be lovely. And yeah. Can also plan out my new building district here as well. Excellent. Doodle-doo. Is any of this, like, good? I am going to produce an absolute truckload of grain, so getting extra mushrooms for that grain doesn't sound that bad. It's just more flour, basically, and more things I could pickle. Something to be said about that. We don't have any herb or root production, so spices is not happening. If I had a building to make ale in, I would be a lot more tempted by local taxes, because that could go pretty hard given that I'm pretty well set up for wine and ale in terms of services. But without a building that can either make or serve ale, I'm a little reluctant to click that button. So it's probably just moldy grain seeds. How bad could just more food be? Can't possibly be that bad. Zelda! Hello. You have arrived with biscuit recipes, which is kind of tempting. Not gonna lie. The fact that you can make biscuits in the rain mill means that humans get a slightly higher chance, chance to double their yields, slightly more than the happy foxes in our apothecary right now. This feels like this feels like a luxury item, though. I definitely don't need it. Fuel consumption reduced sounds awfully nice, though. I am using a lot of my wood. Yeah, it's fine. Let's also sell a bunch of resin just for money. God, I love this difficulty level where money is worth something. We have a cellar, so we hardly need dual brewing tools. We don't have any coats. Do I want to biscuit it up in the rain mill? It's not insane. Is it better than +3 to coats? Probably not. Probably not. But only probably. Could also just save my money for something better. But I do plan on trading this year, so I'll probably have more money soon enough. Let's just get the biscuit recipe. It's fine. You guys can chill out on the biscuits here. This will actually be very nice for incense and tea later on. Now let's find some humans who are not being fully optimized. Just get them all in the rain mill. Making biscuits. Cap that at like, I don't know, 60, 70, it's fine. That is way more than we need right now, just so we're clear. It'll be useful when we get our grain harvest in, but for now, that's probably a massive amount of overkill. But hey, we're getting new people in just now, so ha 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 ha. It's fine. Fine with that, so we can put the extra people on the trapper's camp. Maybe even a third woodcutter. I hate how much hostility a third woodcutter gives me. It makes it a lot harder to get passive reputation. Though then again, all my passive reputation is coming from foxes right now, and they don't give a darn about woodcutting. So, you know, there's that. There's that thing where I say the reasons out loud, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe I should ponder that for a second. We don't need that many beaver houses actually, so cut down that one. Put someone on the hearth, probably a beaver. I don't know, that's fine. How's the farm going here, guys? It's getting pretty well saturated. Certainly would love a forager's camp with all these roots around, but it's just not how it's just not how things went. Anyway, very eager to get water skins going. Well, eager-ish. Clearly I'm not that eager if I'm delaying it this long. It's 12 and 50, those are fine. Again, I don't really need people in there until I get my grain harvest in. but it's nice to plan it out. Not upset about that. You guys go down there so I can start putting in the fences to make this pretty. And upgrade the hearth. Alright, so far so good. What are my next plans? I need to find more ruins, which means I will need to pop into Dangerous Glades. And this is most certainly one I'm going to pop just for more hearth space. Need to pop 6 glades in general as well. So probably, I mean, I don't need to go too hard on it, but it's certainly something I need to think about. I am very well set up for wine right now. So the market is really good. I'm not set up for ale or scrolls, unfortunately. Passed over the scribe, and the rain mill is like kind of piddly at it. Yeah. Market's probably my best choice here, and I think I'm going to place it where these little tenements are. So let's get that cleared out. Because otherwise, I have no place to put it in the actual hearth. It's just a scooch too far everywhere. It's one downside to my making pretty roads everywhere, is that sometimes it makes things a little harder to fit where they need to be. But oh well. Somewhere here? It's fine. I left room for my road. It's K. Then we'll get the market down. I should at least put someone on that stonecutter's camp now. It's been sitting idle for several years. Mayhap it be time. Now we can get cellar. Now we can get wine produced. That'll be great. Also need to look into some trade routes. We have plenty of provisions, it's just I don't have anything to trade right now. Yeah. Not a lot of good routes right now. Oh well. Should look to where the farmers go for rest. I imagine here. So putting a road down here is like not the craziest idea. It's not the craziest idea. Granted, we don't have enough to pave our current roads, which is why I have somebody on the Stonecutter's camp now, because I want some copper ore. Darn it. You're out of water? Alright, because you're making porridge and crystallized dew out of it. I mean, I do have a lot of building materials, like an absurd amount right now. Mayhap I can pull back on the workshop work just a scooch. I think I'm fine upgrading this. We have need of it. We have the pipes. We have the essence. Why not? Why run our buildings on empty when we don't have to? That does remind me, though, I need a blade boost. Toot feet. Here's good. Yeah. That's fine with me. It's near-ish the building that needs it, so it's all good. We're turning a massive amount of our grain into flour right now, which is what we want. I would definitely prefer it if we used herbs as opposed to anything else. In fact, I probably want to make mushrooms a higher priority too, because the grain is going to be used in the ranch a lot, so we don't want to have that primarily be turned into flour. This I'm okay with just like going half and half on it. Yeah, 9 grain per is pretty sweet. Really makes me want to get a nicer road down so they have a shorter walk to the hearth and the warehouse. But the market's going to help out with that a ton, because then their carrying capacity will be 10 instead of 5, and they will have to take far fewer trips. Do I give up most of my grain for the order now? I kind of feel like I need the grain to last me for a bit. Also, I don't have any housing for them, so that makes me even more reluctant to pull the trigger on that. So I won't. The end. We can get some nice decor over here. Yeah. It's a little like... I don't know. Somewhere. Something somewhere. Put a lamppost over here, maybe. Over here is okay too. A couple of bushes in between this. Can drop down a park somewhere. Ooh, no, better yet, I'll put down more fencing next to the farm because that's pretty and thematic. Even better. Still need one comfort though, so let's put a bench somewhere? Here, maybe? I don't know. It has to look pretty! Here, barrels behind the warehouse. Perfect. In many ways. Got a wee bit of corruption, which is not super great, but hopefully we'll get that cleared out soonish. In the meantime, let's get this carrying capacity rolling and turn in some bricks. It's a pretty good price for it, not gonna lie. I don't think we can get up to the trade route thing though. Yeah, needs to be worth at least 17. It is such a good one though. Let's just do that for money. It's fine. Lord knows we have enough clay. Come to think of it, I should probably stockpile more building materials just to sell off. In fact, maybe I should be putting them into boxes. Maybe. That's a maybe for me. Still, we are kind of cruising on this game, feels like. Year 4, everybody's got 2 complex food that they like. Pretty soon, luxuries are gonna be kicking in. That'll be great. Could use a few extra people to man the ranch and the leather worker, but other than that, things are pretty sweet. Probably need a second person on wine too. Yeah, we'll be happy to welcome in the newcomers for sure. Oh my god, I'm actually getting resolved during the storm. What? That's nuts. Just have a nice even spread. Could just grab more foxes too. I do have very few foxes, though I also... You know what? No waffling. Just clicking that at the end. Alright, hopefully those houses go up at some point. And with the extra people, we can get some dudes working on the ranch and leather worker. And an extra human in the cellar, right? Sure, yeah, looks good to me. What's your problem? You ran out of barrels and water skins. Huh. I have not been making planks fast enough, I guess. Awkward. I mean, if we're gonna be sitting on 1 billion planks, maybe I should consider shoving it into boxes. It's not the worst idea. I always manage to get back down to 1 builder. It's just there's always so much to do. Hey, some of the blight even got cleared out. Lovely. What's today's cornerstones? I do love generous rations a lot, and we have a lot of food. We're very well set up for it. I think that's perfectly safe to click on. Survivor bonding also great, but like +1 global resolve does not hold a candle to +5 global resolve, and we're gonna get happy beavers. I should pipe up the cellar too, come to think of it. So we can make sure everybody is just absolutely whined out of their gourds for the rest of the game. Sell eggs? Oof. It's very hard to get me that 17 breakpoint on the trading orders, but oh well. Anyway, it's Drizzle. Let's pop into this dangerous glade, because we need to open more glades to get things done. Hello, Sir Ridwald. How are you doing? Oh my god, +3 biscuits. Don't mind if I do. That sounds fantastic. Yeah, give it here. I don't really feel like I need to buy wildfire essence right now. I think we're just fine. He doesn't have any tools, which I would definitely consider buying. Right now, I'm just gonna strap in and chill out. We'll work on other stuff soon. Hello. I mean, I have the parts for this easy. Let's just tame them. And just like that, we have no builders again. Awkward. I guess you can stop making purging fire for the moment. If I favor the beavers, I can get resolve points from them and the foxes, because the foxes are so much happier than they need to be. It's almost absurd, which is just how I like it. Actually, let's get you getting clay here. It gets me some copper ore, and I do want to pave more stuff. Seller's back, hilariously. We do have a lot of clay. A stamping mill wouldn't be, like, insane. But I really would rather, like, something that makes coats or the scribe. Yeah, I think that's worth a reroll. Just really want to dig for something better. We did not get it. Definitely did not get it. I mean, the ability to make tools is certainly never bad. I might like the forum more just in case I get ale, but like that's a big just in case. Yeah. Didn't like much of that. Also, we didn't find any ruin in here, which is a bit of a disappointment. We did, however, find more fertile ground, which is not a disappointment. In fact, that's pretty sick. Like, we can always use grain for both porridge and to make meat out of, so like it's probably just gonna be more grain if I had to guess. Which I'm perfectly content with. But the next one, if we find more fertile ground, will have to be a plantation for sure. Some delicious passive resolve we're getting. Tasty, tasty. Nothing to cut. I gotta solve that problem. Speaking of which, you can go down here. You have run out of meat entirely. What do you know? Alright. Guess you get to go over to the place where my useless camps are, and you're fired. Congratulations. You get more people in the workshop. Not really needed. Depending on our water skin production, I might need more people in the ranch too. We are going to be using a lot of water skins, I suspect. We will want a steady supply of them. You're capping on this. I should be raising the cap though. I have 25, 23, it's like 80, it's fine. And yet another building. Well... I mean, the Druid's Hut does give us coats. The oil would be a lot more efficient to turn into water skins than turning meat into water skins. I don't like it, but I guess it's good enough to take. some people working on that. That'll be lovely. A need for luxury fulfilled. Extra biscuits, barrels, and +2 to wine production. Lovely. Oil for the classic sacrifice production loop. I very rarely sack oil for that. I probably should do more of it, but I don't know. I always feel like I'm running out too fast. And I'm always paranoid that I'll run out of food, and then I'll be like, what have I done? Why did I sacrifice so much grain? Was the production really worth it? The skies are black. Still can't get up to 17 with any of these, except maybe bricks. I would need 20 of them, which we are telling people to make, but might not be made in time. Yeah. Meh. It's fine. What's your problem? You're capped on wine. Really? Really? But are you quite sure? Because I expected the beavers and foxes to be like absolutely sloshed or something, but they're okay now? It's kind of freaky. Huh. Well, this does provide me better coats for sure. I don't mind it. Definitely wanted to see ale here. I sure did. But you don't always get what you want either. Pie would be okay, just for the humans though. And I can make them happy, them and the beavers happy with way better coats. So, probably that then. If I'm gonna just say it out loud, say like, yeah, here's the actual good reason you would do that. Maybe do the thing you have a good reason to do. Yeah, okay, that's fair. I want you primarily using oil, and use meat if you absolutely must. Let's see, you can plot out where we want the forum to be soon too. I guess like here would be lovely. Have to collect that though. I've been very reluctant to put down a gatherer's camp for one single root deposit, but I guess now's the time, isn't it? Oop. Nope, didn't want that. Let's drop that down here. That's good. That'll be good. Yeah. Everybody's needs are mostly fulfilled. Just gotta get these huts built and get people happy. I do love just bathing in resolve reputation. Feels really good. Hey, take care, Whimsy One. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, termite nest is done. That'll make some great harmony decoration for over here. Which we'll put next to the light post, I guess? Sure. And all that's needed is to beautify this place just a scooch more. And I think park and some plants would fit the bill perfectly. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Well, there's that foragers camp I was asking for before. Still would much rather ale, but ooh, T-Doctor would also go really hard. That's a lot of global resolve. Newcomers have arrived as well. But I think I'm just gonna click the human influx button. Be done with it. Then do this trade route. Because that gets me to 17, which is what I need. Good. I mean, I could very easily bring in 4 more people. That's not gonna break the bank. So I guess I will. The end. Glad that was an easy decision. You can drop here. Another beaver house, we can just kind of sneak in there. Not the best spot for it, but it's a spot, and therefore it's where it's going. Okay. Looking good. I'm pretty close to upgrading this hearth too, which is like a little shocking. But I guess I should count my blessings. Definitely could use people building stuff, so I guess we're fine. We'll see how the resolve shakes out from here. It's going okay. Could be worse. Could be better. Our big problem right now is a lack of biscuits. It's mostly because I cannot pump water into the rain mill without clearance water. Just a little bit butts. Just make another rain mill? I guess. It's not my preferred choice. But it might be what I should do. Another grain farm. Now we're going to have just a truly ridiculous amount of grain, which I will love. Alright. You in the druid's hut. Any good trade routes? Not really. Beavers are mildly upset. Is there a place I could make the beavers happier? I could pipe up the ranch. It's not ridiculous to do. Granted, they are idle, so maybe it is a little ridiculous to do. Yeah, you're both idle, which is a good thing, ultimately. I do, as long as we are keeping a steady stock of 30 water skins, that means we are keeping up with the demand for said water skins. Of which there's quite a bit. Can't get the human happiness up fast enough, up high enough to counteract the storm yet. It's just nice not having to clear woodcutters out for the moment, but probably going to have to. I'm so confident I'm going to get some tap water. Oh yay, we get to hear Chris's tap! Woo! Oh, it's so fun! Oh, this is so great! I really love hearing Chris's tap go and watching his model freeze up completely. Woo! God, you guys are easy to please, aren't you? Okay, we're at the point where we need to sack wood to get through it. Not super great, but it is what it is. Get you guys working on clothing. Hopefully that should get us the resolve we need. Hopefully. Almost got enough resolve to favor the humans over the beavers and just get us there. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're there. May as well. What next? Still need to find ruins to salvage. Still need to pop into a bunch of glades. I guess I just pop into this dangerous glade when drizzle hits, huh? Oh, I built the third woodcutter, right. I did that a while ago and never bothered to staff it. That's funny. It's funny, haha. Alright. 8 seconds left in the storm. If a human leaves, I will eat my shorts. I mean, just more berry, more good? Sure. I could use way more berries. Could also cut into this one. That's bold, but probably fine, if I'm being honest. Zelda, hello. Ancient sewing technique would be nice. Might not be needed, but it would be nice. Yeah, I'll buy that. Let's pop the dangerous glade, see what we got. Love to favor the beavers right now, but it's a little hard. Any 17 available trade routes? No. I mean, if it says 4 or above, that means I can do it. I should stop, like... I should stop clicking the button a bunch of times and being like, oh, maybe this time 2 times 5 will be more than 10. No. No, it won't. I'm very sorry to say. I'm not at all sorry to say. Could keep a larger stock of crystallized dew around. Goodness knows we're not going to run out of clay and water. Still, I don't want to slow down our food production here either. It's fine. probably. Yet more drizzle water, my god. Alright. And an absolute truckload of flax. Also got this, which I would love to arrest them, but gosh, boy howdy, I can't. Not without some rocks. Or some tools. Or some trading gear. None of which I can make. Awkward. Well, I can set my stonecutters to get rocks from here. Still, that will take a while. Zelda is not presenting me with a way to buy myself out of this, which is not terrific. Really was hoping to buy my way out of this one. It's really hard to persuade them, too. I really don't want that many people right now. We have enough. Well, there's a way to get training gear. But it needs metal. I mean, I do have some metal. I do have some metal. Maybe it's worth it. I don't feel like it's worth it, but it might be worth it. Alright, you're never going to go into the makeshift hut again, because all of our provision packs are going to be made here from now on, along with a wee bit of pigment just in case it comes up, and training gear, which is not being used right now, so I don't have to worry about stymieing people's usage of it. But anyway, manufacturing is now our top priority. We found another termite burrow, which is kind of funny. Found a tea house as well. That's still not going to get us to where we need to be in terms of rebuilt ruins, unfortunately, because I would have loved to have grabbed the tools to fix the burrow here. Zelda, you don't happen to sell pipes, do you? You do, but nowhere near enough. Oh yeah, I'm also making building materials, so let's just sell those. And let's turn off that for now, because we actually need the planks really badly for building stuff. I could use parts. How many camps do I have built? I've got one of each. Like, using parts is not crazy. Yeah. Alright. Guess we'll tame it. Get yet more of people. Speaking of more people, can very easily do this large encampment as well. I guess I can spare a fox for it. Get some money. We do love us some money. We're not really producing vegetables, so I'm not interested in pocket knives. Extra clay would be like just okay, but I mean, for God's sakes, we have a clay delivery line. We don't need extra clay. We're struggling to use it already. Orderly storage is like okay, but it is just okay. It's definitely not something I'm eager to pick up. I can sell a few. Can sell a few resin, And the rest of my packs, call that good. Alright, that'll do. My poor lone builder having to do basically everything. A little hard to cut people from what they're doing right now, though. Guess I could help mushroom production. We certainly have enough food. What we're really hurting for is biscuits, hilariously enough. Did I set that leatherworker to make pigment? No. I may as well. Just in case we need some of it. That'll save this person from having to do much. Now, I would like to get this done as fast as humanly possible, so let's get 3 people making training gear. And then we can go ahead and arrest these dudes. Get some victory points. Get some money. It's all good. It's 3. Once again, I didn't believe that, 5 times 3 was actually not more than 17 for some reason. I just had to increase the number regardless. Funny how that works out. We found a little more meat, so I wouldn't mind gathering it up, but it's also a wee bit hard to find people that aren't really busy with very important stuff. How's this going? Swimmingly. Lovely. Hopefully, yeah, the foxes should be immediately available once these are built. So that's good. Okay. I don't think I can bring anybody else in. We are at the point where hostility is going to start killing people. And I would prefer that to not happen, if at all possible. Did we get a ×2? We did get a ×2. Holy dip. Well, guess what, foxes? You don't get to rest at all. You get to arrest some convicts. It sounded somewhat similar to, but not really enough like rest. Oh, Chris, you absolute comedic legend. How are you so funny so constantly? I don't know, dear viewer. I don't know. Lot of good stuff. TS can now be rebuilt as well. I guess it's a good place to make tea, but that is all it is good for. But still, that's all it needs to be good for me to want to use it. Also, yet another frickin' drizzle geyser. Like, every glade's had drizzle water in it. No clearance water whatsoever. Like, this is getting silly. Okay, you guys are done here. Excellent. Yep. Don't mind the builders. Don't mind the extra builders at all, that's for sure. Favor the beavers, get a little bit more resolve reputation. Really need this rain mill built, though. If that could be a thing. At some point. Please and thank you. I guess I popped this one looking for my last ruin, huh? Wouldn't be crazy to plot out another hearth either. Just like here on top of the escaped convicts. It's not bad. There's worse ideas. Alright, halt all woodcutting, please. Because we cannot go above 7 or people will start dying. How's the resting going? Oh good, they'll be done before it goes off, which is all I care about. Any good trade routes? Potentially, but I don't have the reeds for it, and I'm never going to get them because they don't exist on this map. So that's a bit of a shame. Need some folks on the Blight Post as well. Can't neglect that. Where are all our planks going? I don't know. I guess it'll just have to be fine. Would love another person on collecting this flax. Just to speed up the process a bit. We are practically there with decorations here as well. Mayhaps I give due consideration to beautification. There we go. Lovely. You can forge from here, that's good. Glad that root got out of the way finally. Now I just need this flax field to get out of the way so I can put down a forum and upgrade this hearth as well. That'll be super. Speaking of hearths, we have more than 40 people, so it's well past time I should be making my third hearth, huh? Alright. For like, I don't know, 100, that'll do. Can I get some humans on it though? Do I have some humans that are not optimized? Is the question. I need my 7 beavers for other stuff. Not actually using this oil. Maybe that's fine then. Yeah, you guys just keep making biscuits until forever. That'll do, more or less. I could use more people actually. But if I brought them in, we'd bump up to 7 hostility, which would be poor. But maybe it's okay. Get you also on the rain mill. Get someone back in the druid's hut. Could make some tea. Nothing wrong with a little tea. People love tea. Everything else is made better elsewhere though, so we'll just not. Two out of 9. Yep. Okay. I could sell planks, huh? I don't have, but I'm too short. I don't want to be too short. Someone make it so I'm not too short. Harvester's camp is done. Excellent. We have just approximately all of the flax over here, so go collect it. I can put someone on this hearth. We don't really need it right now, but... And again, can always get more people. Beaver houses, we have 9, this will make 20, which is good. Another fox house over here is needed. I can just move these houses over. Looks appropriate-ish. Though, obviously I'll have to adjust the flower garden, because now it looks off-kilter and wrong. There we go. That keeps you at 20, so no need to worry about that. Yeah. I think my main concern now is just to put down a park and get some rep out of it. Or resolve, not rep. Wishful thinking. Good enough. That's one long storm. We don't make pie and no one eats jerky, so Hilda's is, questionable. We do make a lot of wine. Vineyard Town for perpetually increasing beaver resolve does certainly appeal. So I'll click on it. Fish and brewing. I don't even have a brewery. Guildhouse? gives us one entire resolve, which is what I would call unexciting. I also really, really super duper doubt I will get this upgrade to level 3, but just in case I do, we'll get a guild house over here and call it good. Let's also pop into here. See if we can't find a ruin and actually just win. We'd like to win at some point. That'd be cool. That'd be cool and good. We can sell that for more than 17, so let's do that. Likewise that. The foxes are so decadent. They need 50 rep to actually get resolve points now. Absurd. Just people want everything. To be fair, I am trying to get them everything. Tea House's work is trying to brew tea. We're trying, guys. Might need another clothier at this rate. We are not keeping up with our coats. Which is surprising, given that I have a clothier. Because that's the best building you can get for it. Anyway. Oh god, it's the fuming machinery. That sucks. Very possible to fix it for clearance water, which would be very helpful. Also, I could just tear it down for accumulated dew, which, given that I have fertile ground making berries, and that basically just gives me 4 dew every time we harvest, like, you know, 0.9 of a patch. That's real good. They're both really strong. Wow. Bit spoiled for choice there, huh? Very spoiled for choice. Gosh. Gosh, they'd both be really super good. I think I'm gonna tear it down. I think that'll be fine. Ooh, we also got some stormwater. Finally, some non-drizzle water. I didn't think it was possible. A touch low on stormwater buildings, granted. Just the workshop, basically. There's zero need to pipe up the manufactory given how much we use it, which is none. Sir Renwald is leaving. It's probably just fine, although if I bought 3 tools from you, I would just win. So mayhap I do that. Mayhap I do that and then click the I win button. Yes. I like that strategy very much. 1 on year 8. Not too bad. It's about my usual time. Got a lot of things though. No loot boxes. Win a game without opening or sending any abandoned caches to the Citadel. I didn't send. Oh my god, I didn't, did I? Gosh, that's rare. Discover Glades, win at the Gathering Storm, and win on Prestige 1 and 2. Yep, sure did do that. I sure did do all of that. Feels pretty good. And I get a Royal Resupply, which is excellent. Almost tempted to just like slingshot over here. But what if I just didn't? What if I would just felt like I was fine? Let's see. I've got 48 years left. So I have like about 6 settlements left. 6 times 5 is 30, which will get me enough fragments. I don't think I need to take the obsidian box. I could just grab a supply package. Be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not bad. So the more I think about it, the more I want to just jump over here. Yeah. No trading is a little rough. Also, a Commandeia contract. Win with trade routes. Win a game before year 8 ends after completing trade routes worth 150 amber in total. Start with 10 amber and 3 parts for the rest of the cycle. That's tempting. 10 amber to start out with would be real nice. 3 parts is also nice. Problem is, like, winning before year 8 is tough for me, because I'm very slow. I could just tune the difficulty down. That's certainly possible. And probably smart. Maybe I'll go for it next time. But that is for next time. Because my throat hurts and I want to stop. And that's gonna have to be good enough. So yeah. Does that. I think Whimsy's still playing. Probably just gonna go ahead and send you over to him. Call it good. So yeah. I shall do such a thing. Alright, well then. I'll wrap up then. Although I do want to buy an upgrade though. I mean, I'm here, I need to. Also, I've got all these deeds I need to click on, oh my god. And I finally got the bent pipe too. Now I can actually make pretty pipe decorations. Glory be. 105, huh? Lot of good options. Maybe I should just backfill a bit. I don't mind having more trade routes and lower prices, that's for sure. I would also love to get to the Obsidian Archive, but I don't think I'm close to level 15 yet. Could get the plantation to start. I mean, that's also really strong. Harpy starting with coats is pretty strong too. It's a lot of good stuff. Just want all of it. Let's unlock the plantation to start off with. Good enough. Alright. That is where I will end it. So thank you very much for watching. No stream tomorrow. I'm going to be away. So yeah. Take care.